Imagine this, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Your bank balance never climbs above $500 and every unexpected bill feels like a disaster. Now picture the same life, but with $10,000 sitting in your account. Suddenly, your car breaking down is not a crisis. An emergency flight ticket is not a nightmare. And the opportunities you used to ignore, like investing, starting a side hustle, or even just saying yes to dinner without guilt, becomes possible. Here's my question to you. Which version of that person are you right now? The one with $500 or the one with $10,000 sitting in your bank account? And do you realize how close you actually are to flip that script? See, people think the turning point in money is when you hit six figures or when you get your first million. But truth is, it all begins at $10,000. That's the foundation. That's the moment money stops controlling you and you start controlling money. In this video, I will break down exactly why $10,000 is the magical number, whether you are saving, investing, or earning it every month. And by the end, you will know the exact steps to cross this threshold. First, let's talk about psychology. $1,000 feels nice, but it disappears quickly. Rent, car payment, and one emergency wipes it out. But $10,000, that's the moment your brain realizes, I'm not broke anymore. It gives you breathing room. In behavioral finance, this is called wealth effect. Small numbers don't change your behavior, but $10,000 feels real. Study shows that people with at least $10,000 in their liquid savings report 50% less financially stressed than those without it. For example, imagine two 25-year-olds. Both make $50,000 a year. One have $500 saved and the other have $10,000 saved. They earn the same, but who sleeps better at night? Who feels more confident taking risks like moving cities, starting a side hustle, or even quitting a toxic job? That's a $10,000 person. Money doesn't just buy things, it buys freedom from fear. And the first time you taste that is at $10,000. Here is the paradox. The first $10,000 is also the hardest. Why? Because you're fighting uphill battle. Your expenses are taking up most of your paycheck. You don't have any investments compounding yet. Every mistake, an impulsive purchase, a late fee hurts more. But once you hit 10K, momentum shifts. Take Warren Buffett for an example. He is now worth over $100 billion. But when he started, it took him years to reach $10,000 and it took him decades to reach first $1 billion. But his next $99 billion, that came from compounding once he crossed that early milestone. Think of it as a rocket launch. 90% of fuel is used just to escape Earth's atmosphere. That's the first $10,000. After that, gravity weakens, momentum kicks in, and the compounding begins. Now let's talk about what happens once you have $10,000. You suddenly have an emergency fund. Car breakdown, covered. Medical bills, not a crisis. Job loss, you have got months of runway. This is why financial advisors often says your first $10,000 is not for investing. It is for security. Because before $10,000, life's emergencies are financial disasters. After 10K though, they're just inconveniences. And that alone is life-changing. Now let's move from saving to investing. Once you put $10,000 into the market, you finally see the magic of compounding. Let's run the math. 10K invested in S&P 500 historically grows 10% per year. That's $1,000 per year without lifting a finger. Before 10K, your $500 account might make $50. That feels like nothing. But at $10,000, you start making real money. And here's the secret. 10K invested early can grow to over $170,000 in 30 years, even if you never add another dollar. That's why 10K flips the switch. It's not just number. It's the first time money is truly working harder than you are. Now let's visualize what is happening. If you invest $500 every month at a 10% return, at first it feels slow. After 1 year, you have got about $6,270. By year 2, you cross $13,000. But watch what happens after you hit 10K. Compounding starts to kick in. After 5-year mark, you are at nearly $38,000. And at 10-year mark, you are over $100,000. And by year 20, you are at $380,000. Notice the curve. It's almost flat in the beginning, but after 10K, the line bends upward sharply. That's the magic of compounding. Your money begins to grow faster than you can save. Now here is what happens if you start earning $10,000 a month. At $3,000 a month, you are surviving. At $5,000 a month, you are stable. But at $10,000, you are playing a completely different game. Suddenly, you can save aggressively, invest thousands, not hundreds, buy back your time by outsourcing chores or even working fewer hours. And once again, the psychology changes. You are not thinking about survival. You're thinking about growth. A survey from Fidelity found that 10K per month is the tipping point where Americans shift from paycheck to paycheck living to wealth building. That's why you will hear entrepreneurs, creators, and side hustlers say life changes after 10K a month. And let me tell you two quick stories. One of Maria, a teacher in Texas, saved 10K over 4 years. She was not rich, but that 10K gave her the courage to move to a new city and change career. Within 2 years, she was making $20,000 more annually. Without that safety net, she would never have taken this risk. And let me tell you another story about Derek. He started investing $500 a month into index funds. It took him 20 months to cross 10K, but once he did, he started earning $1,000 annually in returns. That was the first time Derek realized, my money just bought me a vacation. It motivated him to keep going on, and now he's sitting at a 6-figure investment portfolio. Notice something? 10K doesn't make you rich, but it makes you unstoppable. And I can tell you about my personal story as well. When I saw the power of compounding, when I saw the returns coming for my own account, it motivated me to save more, to invest more, and to feel the importance of investing, saving, and cultivating this culture of nurturing your brain that you have to save money so that you can get some money back from this investment in the form of returns. And that's how you get your vacation, through those invested money and returns. So now the obvious question is how to reach that 10K mark. And I have a very simple roadmap for you. Number 1, automate saving. Set up direct deposit so you never see the money. And I will tell you why. In the United States, 401k are super successful. And why? Because they take money out of your paycheck without you seeing the money. And if you really want to religiously save money, then you have to set a direct deposit. And that's what most of the wealthy people do. They invest first, and from the remaining money, they try to make their lifestyle work. Number 2, cut hidden leaks. Subscription, delivery fee, impulsive purchases, cut them out. You don't need to spend money on things to buy that you can't afford. So why not to stop doing that? Number 3, boost your income. Do some side hustle, freelance, sell unused items, or tutor something. In current situations, layoff is such a common thing, and you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. You want to expand your horizon of income. And why? Because nowadays layoffs are common. One day you can get a call about your job loss, and that's a very practical thing. I hope it doesn't happen to you, but it's a practical thing. If you give this power to your job to feed you, then one day, if by any chance, unfortunately, you get laid off, you have no other option. So in this present world, it is the best option to have some side hustle or any kind of second income source. It can be your investment as well, or it can be some side hustle. So boosting your income will not only give you confidence, but it will also open new doors for you to invest more, save more. Number 4, invest early. Even $200 a month adds up fast. Now, a lot of financial guru will tell you the time in the market beats the timings in the market. So the more amount of time that you have for your money to do compounding, the more successful you will be financially. So if you are younger, this is a message to you, Gen Z and millennials. If you have not started investing, please do, because compounding will make you rich by the time you retire. But if you don't start, that would be difficult for you. Remember, Warren Buffett rocket took forever to lift off. Yours will too. But once you cross that 10K mark, compounding will kick in and do all the heavy lifting. Here's the truth. 10K wouldn't make you rich, but it will change your life. It's the foundation, the safety net, the launch pad. Everything changes after 10K. Because for the first time, money is not just survival, it's freedom. So start today. Chase your first 10K. Because once you do, the next 100K, 500K, or even 1 million suddenly doesn't feel impossible anymore.